Coming up, find out what happens when we hit the streets of New York and ask,
what do you think the future holds for New York City?
If money is tight, is it okay to charge guests for Thanksgiving dinner?
What is my subway ick story? Oh, man.
What's your subway ick story? I guess one time I was leaving college and I was taking the C train and there was a guy like sitting across from me and he kept staring at me like in like a weird, like uncomfortable way, and he moved over and sat next to me and the whole time was just staring at me. And when I got off, he just stared at me when I left. That was it. He just stared at me the whole time. But
I grew up taking the subway in Queens to school all the time. I remember you kind of always try to find that empty cart. It's early in my subway days. And I made the mistake of thinking that I found the only empty subway cart so I'd have a seat. And I was pretty excited about that. I get in there and the doors close almost immediately, it feels like, and I regretted it instantaneously. It was unbreathable on that train, to say the least. And the ick was, unfortunately, there was a person on the train that had probably been staying there for some time.
So I was on the A Express train. We get stuck in the middle of the street, cool, whatever. I'm sitting there, I'm ready to go to my brother's engagement. I'm freaking out because I'm going to be late, obviously. And there's people running back and forth and I'm starting to get a little anxious. Whatever, cool. We stop at the next stop, we finally get off. And I go onto the local train because I was like, the express isn't working anymore, gotta go to the local. All of a sudden, the guy who, dances and like does like the Spider-Man like poles dancing and stuff, he comes on, he's dancing, and I'm like, oh, perfect, this is wonderful. It has a giant boom box, the whole train's like, oh. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of fun. But then a group of teenagers come on, and I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be really bad. And he like starts coming up to me and was like, what? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh no, a fight's gonna start out. I have to like leave, whatever. A dance battle breaks out. And I was like gagged, obviously. And I'm sitting there like, I just need to make it to my brother's engagement. I'm already on like the brink of tears or whatever.
Have you ever felt invisible in New York City? When and why? I mean, I think it gets lonely sometimes if you don't have a partner, but I don't know, it's okay. Like, so I go back to Long Island where I got family.
not as much. I have colorful hair and piercings, and I have a style, so people come up to me all the time. If anything, I feel like the opposite. I feel like people stare at me in a positive way to compliment me, or just do it in a negative way where they're like, ugh, like, what's that in her nose?
What are you doing to prepare for your retirement? How much do you think you'll need to retire? I am preparing not to retire. I don't look forward to retirement. I anticipate continuing to do something meaningful with my life for the rest of my life. And how much do I think I'll need? No idea, because it's not a concern of mine.
I'm in first year college, so I'm not thinking about that too much, but I think what I'm doing to prepare, investing in stocks. How much do I think I'll need to retire? I want to retire with like $3 million.
What do you worry about most? Probably money.
The well-being of my family, I think, is always primary for me. But yeah, I mean, I think that the world's got plenty to worry about, but try not to, obsess about it too much. But I think the reality is there's a lot to be concerned about, but there's also always a lot to be grateful for and optimistic about.
The state of the planet.
Probably properly living, like actually experiencing everything I want to experience.
Worry, not too much stuff, just honestly making sure I have an umbrella in this city when it rains.
We've got more questions and more views coming up. But first, let's travel around the city and NYC it.
Our producer Emily, she knows all the spots here. We're at Aunt Jake's on the Upper East Side, where you don't just eat pasta, you do get to make it. Let's go try it out. Yes, chef? Do we say yes, chef? Okay, yes, chef. with Chef Carmine. You're the professional here. Tell us what happens during this class.
All right, well, first thing, we're gonna make some pasta, okay? We're gonna start by making dough. After the dough, we're gonna swap that out. We're gonna give you sheets because the dough needs to rest and bond for about 45 minutes to an hour. Duration of the class, it's not really gonna have the time to rest and bond, otherwise it's gonna stretch and tear.
Okay.
So you're gonna go ahead and make shapes. Once you're finished with those shapes, you're gonna sit down, enjoy a 3-course meal.
Oh, I like this. Is there wine while we're doing this?
Of course. Would you like a glass of wine?
You know what? I'm not going to say no. Are you going to say no? She's not going to say no.
Let's get
okay.
you some wine. So here we have about 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So we're going to take 2 eggs. We're going to crack them right in the center of the well.
Okay. Okay, the craziest part about this, I've heard that this class is booked out 2 months in advance.
That is correct.
How the heck did you guys get to that point?
It's a viral sensation. Now we are going to start mixing in some of the flour from the outside.
We're using Italian flour. I hope you guys know that.
Yes,
that
yes.
means you can eat as much as you want and you don't gain any weight.
Now we're going to go cover all of that wet mixture. And then pull the moisture from the bottom and bring it to the top. And what we're doing here is working that gluten, working the starch and the protein.
I thought you just said working those glutes. I was like, I did that this morning.
So in the regular class, the dough needs to rest for an hour, just like I said earlier. So we hand out the sheets and then we get into the artistry of pasta, which is all these shapes. Now we have a nice clean sheet of dough. And then we have 3 creases, which we're going to cut. Hold it in front of you. You're gonna flip it down. All right. Then you're gonna curl the sides over and push in. Okay?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And that is farfalle.
Can you grade this? Because this is not looking too...
Fail. Now we're gonna start just like this, okay? Farfalle, garganelli.
Garganelli.
This one is called the sorpresa, so I call it poor man's tortellini, because there's no stuffing.
Oh!
Don't worry about your fingers, they're not gonna get caught in there. I tried 1,000 times. Oh, pasta's so easy to make. Pasta's so easy.
Wait, I just broke your machine. I gotta buy one of these things. And last but not least, the taste test. So what do we have here?
So here we have cavatelli with arrabbiata, which is roasted garlic chili flake. Here we have malfatti with carbonara. Finish off with a little pancetta, onions, and peas. And then we have pesto.
That's oh my God, that's good. I know you're 2 months out for booking one of these classes. So what's the best way to come try to get a spot?
The best thing to do is on Open Table, there's a click the notification link. And then if there's an opening, you could really easily jump into a class on the day off.
Chef Carmine, like, we're ready for the Michelin star restaurant.
Awesome.
Are
Let's
we?
go.
This was amazing.
Let's go.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
This is Speak Up New York, the hot topic show where your views come first.
What do you think the future holds for New York City? Hopefully cheaper rent.
I'm not worried about it. I mean, I grew up here. I immigrated here from Russia in '92. Somehow the city always finds itself. The energy's great. The people are great.
I feel like New York City's future looks very sci-fi in a very unique yet creative way. The mix of the two is going to give us like a sci-fi futuristic type of city.
I think it'll continue to be a great city.
How do you know someone's a true New Yorker without them saying it? If they're walking really quickly.
How close they stand on the subway platform. Crossing the street, they don't wait for green light.
I think if someone's a true diehard Knicks, Yankees, or Mets fans, probably like honestly Mets and Yankees and Jets and Giants. None of the teams have won in a little while, and if someone really cares about them, despite them not being that good, Mets and Yankees aside, I think you kind of know.
How do I explain this without being rude? Their reaction to certain things and how they also do not react to certain things, especially if you've ever been on a subway train, you'll know who is from New York by the way they do not react to the circus that goes on the subway. But that's my response.
Do you think rent stabilization and affordable housing policies are actually working? Probably not, just because so many people want to move here and prices will always go up in scarcity. So I think unless new buildings get actually built, and help an influx. So there is supply and demand. Without the supply, then demand will go up and prices will go up. So could it work? For sure, but will it work? Not right now.
As of right now, no. I think that there could always be something better. I think there can always be more rent stabilization. I think that we need more affordable housing. I think that large companies need to stop buying up affordable housing and selling it at exorbitant prices. So I think there needs to be more laws around that. So.
Wells Fargo says a classic Thanksgiving meal for 10 costs about $80 to $95. Some stores, including Walmart and Aldi, are advertising boxed meals for around $40.
A report from the state comptroller says food prices in the New York City metro area are up 25% since 2019. That's faster than the national average.
For lower-income households who spend a bigger share of their income on food, even small increases hit hard. Advocates say delays and gaps in SNAP benefits this fall added even more pressure. So charging a guest who may be struggling can be hard to swallow.
If money is tight, is it okay to charge guests for Thanksgiving? No, absolutely not. Don't charge anyone for Thanksgiving dinner. Just don't have it.
I see no reason why not. I think that's reasonable and fair. Why shouldn't we just share the expense? It's a great opportunity to gather, but why should one party bear all the expense?
I think that's cruel. Maybe ask everybody. Maybe ask everybody to bring something instead of overdoing it on Thanksgiving. I think that's about it. It's just money's tight. We can still spread the love.
I'm gonna have to go with no. That's a little bit stingy. I think it's Thanksgiving. We're supposed to be giving gratitude to people.
We want your view. Get ready to share your opinion when Speak Up New York hits the streets again real soon.